We're celebrating 40 years of fashion today and taking a look at trends from the last 4 decades that still influence our wardrobes today. We're here in the Morgan Hotel in Dublin's Temple Bar meeting with stylist Irene O'Brien, who's going to take us on a trip down fashion memory lane. Irene, it is great to have you back on the Today Show, and it's our first fashion piece back this season.
It so is, and I was thinking about it earlier, and I was just thinking, I'm so excited to get back to fashion, to talk about what autumn winter is bringing, particularly in light of what we've all been through, and we know that we always look to past decades for little reminders of where we were at a certain time. So we're doing a bit of that today.
We are indeed, yes, we're taking a lot of inspiration from previous fashion trends. So what have we got first?
Okay, so usually we kind of look to 60s and 70s, but with the ILAC Centre celebrating 40 years, I thought I'm going to go to more recent history, because already the 80s, 90s, noughties and 10s are influencing us. So we're going first to the 80s. So it was all, you know, about MTV and music videos, and one of the things that I really remember is the boiler suit.
Oh, yes.
We know now everyone's loving the boiler suit these days again. This one I think is so cool, and I can definitely see it on one of those kind of grainy videos. I put a polo neck underneath it. Obviously you could wear it with nothing underneath, probably when it's a little bit balmier, but it is a really nice way to show just how to restyle boiler suits, because I think some people are like, oh, I've worn it once and that's kind of it. You know, you could do it with colours. Love all the zip detail. I love that utilitarian look. And then we've brought in, you know, the 80s was about bum bags, so this is kind of a little bit of update on the bum bag, and then the trainers there as well. So all of this is from River Island, and I think the high tops really add to it, and also the high tops are brilliant even with dresses and everything. They're a fun piece, you know?
Really
and that's what the 80s was.
It's true, and actually you could even dress that up and put a pair of heels on with it as well.
Oh, you absolutely, I could see you in that now.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, next up, this is a much cozier kind of a look.
Yeah, it is. So we went to Gerard for this one, and basically I was thinking, okay, what do I remember about the 90s? I remember Jordan Catalano in My So-Called Life, and he really brought to life the Lumberjack shirt, and we all loved it. Not just for that reason, it was very stylish, and that's kind of everywhere again now as well. So it's a great way of being cozy. So what we've done here is we've layered it over the hoodie, because I feel like sometimes you have a hoodie and you think it's either or, but I really like the idea of layering it. It's a little bit padded, so it's really quite cozy, and just picking up on the different tones there. I love the check in this. It's kind of a big bold one, so you're not too yeehaw. That's the official term. And then I love the star detail. I think with a hoodie as well, they can be just very kind of plain, but I think the star detail is great on that. And then those magic pants, which really kind of, you know, hug the legs, and they look great with everything as well. So yeah, that's a fave.
Gorgeous outfit for going for a nice little evening stroll this autumn. Really, really nice. So next we have another gorgeous little outfit. It's a lovely kind of cropped bomber jacket.
Yeah, it is. I love the idea of a cropped bomber jacket, because I think when you think puff out, you can think that it can really kind of swallow you up. But I went to Catch for this, and actually it comes in lots of different sizes, but I really wanted to get the more cropped one, and you can make it even more cropped with a tie underneath. This was staying in the 90s with the idea of that kind of cord, and really like, so look into the puff out, that'll dress it up. Underneath we have the t-shirt, and then that tie detail, you can really play with that. If you didn't want to show kind of any skin in between the top of the flare and that, you could maybe wrap it around the skin, just a little bow at the front. But really it's all about those flares, and I don't know if you went to Wesley, but I definitely did, and that's what we were all wearing there in the 90s as well. So yeah, no, it's just a really fun place, and I think that the flares are eternally flattering, and you think of jeans, you know, but actually it's really nice, that kind of stretchy fabric.
I remember getting in so much trouble from my parents being like, you're sweeping the streets with those flares.
Yeah, I know.
Always.
They're all wrecked at the bottom.
Wrecked at the bottom.
But they're back. Better care of this. Yeah, they're back. They're back. And intact.
Intact as well. So next up we have some gorgeous floral print for autumn.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, we do think, you know, floral for spring, groundbreaking, yada, yada, yada. But I think for winter florals, I really like, because I feel like they're quite happy, and I always love winter kind of creams. And I think in autumn, winter, sometimes we go straight to the darker tones, but actually these are really beautiful pieces. And I was channeling kind of that grunge look, you know, so the idea that you have a jumper on you and just kind of tying it over, the floral. And then also, I absolutely adore the idea of toughening it up a little bit. Just we tied a belt just really loosely around the waist, but of course you could leave it. Or you can go and kind of add those boots as well. And there's just such a great range of sizes here as well, because they're all from yours. So all of the florals on that there are just kind of really, really punchy. But again, all of those pieces could be mixed into different outfits.
It's great that you've kind of grunged it up, but you can also make it really pretty as well. So there's so much diversity, really.
Of course, and I think that's what we wanted to show today as well. You know, taking those nods from kind of the recent fashion history and saying, okay, how can I adopt that but make it for today?
Exactly. Next up, we've got this gorgeous J-Lo inspired look.
Yes, I'm so glad you know it's J-Lo inspired. It's 100%. Remember, she wore that green dress just when it turned 2000. So into the noughties then we were wearing that kind of handkerchief style, the high-low hem, and then these bold prints as well. And I love the idea of something like this for more daytime. So we've added the hat, which obviously, you know, in the noughties we kind of started embracing those floppy hats again, like Sienna Miller and everyone was doing that.
Yeah, you're taking me so far back now. I
the thing is, it's still so current, but it's just showing that fashion is cyclical, you know? I really wanted to update it then. Like, I think those slouchy knee boots are really great. And again, I'm thinking, okay, what different things can I bring into my wardrobe that I'm going to wear for a very long time now that are going to be interchangeable?
Exactly.
So it makes a statement, but it's actually surprisingly muted. Because leopard is, you know, it is a neutral.
You see it actually in every season. Everyone's got a little bit of leopard print in the wardrobe, and it's always good to invest in a good pair of boots for the winter.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're either in our shoes or in our bed, isn't that right?
That's it. And finally, we've got this gorgeous all black outfit.
I know, you know, it's so funny because you think the 2010s, like, oh, but sure, that was just, you know, a couple of years ago, but I started thinking if there was like the mannequin challenge and there was fidget spinners, and then you realise, oh, that was a while ago, you know. So one of the big things that came through was that off-duty model look, and it was those muted, we were going into the skinny jeans for life, everyone loved them. We were wearing the rock t-shirts, and so that's what I was looking at here, starting with that kind of leather jacket, which is a good boxy shape as well, would be nice even over the dress we showed before.
It's actually kind of Kate Moss sort of vibe, isn't it?
Exactly. So she did that really kind of model off-duty look, and then we all, of course, like followed her. So it is that look, it's that idea that it's sort of a rock chick vibe. And again, we went to yours for this one. So it was about that kind of leather look jacket, the rock t-shirt, and you know, you could play with different colours, but I liked keeping it all black. And then the skinny jean, everyone was all about the skinny jean for life in the 2010s, you know? So that's kind of where we were going with that one. And it's also just kind of thinking, okay, how did they wear it then? How will I wear it now? What's appropriate for me style-wise?
I love that. I love our little trip down memory lane as well with all those gorgeous looks. Irene, great to have you back, and thank you so much.
Great to be back. Thank you.